a bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.
Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and today we will be continuing the Lost Memories Second Chances campaign. Today I have with me the entirety of the group. Today we've got Cold, Ice, Moon, Nez, and Fiction. Now where I start to realize how many of my players are named after what is technically inanimate objects or concepts.
What even is a Nez?
Good question, Nez. What is a Nez?
I don't know. I think it's like a Pez, maybe a Fez. I don't know.
It's the sound a skeletal bee makes.
Find out.
Yeah.
God damn it, Moon. Okay. So before we get started, I would like to remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all of that good stuff. We are almost to 100 followers on Twitch, so I would greatly appreciate if you could drop me a follow there if you have not. Other than that, more on how to support the channel at the end. Who wants to do my recap?
I suppose I can. Let's see, where did we start last session? We had figured that going originally to Philadelphia to potentially get a cure for Ivory, because he messed around with something magic. Passed through a village that the Plague King had been through. Then we ran into the Wild Hunt. We successfully escaped. Emerald is not particularly happy with Pyre because Pyre attacked him during it. We ran into Discord when we passed near the Iron Revenant. He was unable to remove the disease and said to go find the elk in the Elk Forest. After getting lost for a bit in the forest, we ended up meeting up with the elk. He couldn't do anything about it. And then Saragus showed up to offer assistance. Thankfully, his goal aligned with ours. He would cure Ivory in exchange for stopping the FPC. So, easy enough. Then Pyre ended up making a deal with him, getting additional information about Luna and the Tantabus. She has agreed to go after the amulet that he wants, which is in Tartarus. We have been supplied with anti-radiation medallions, which can get us through the nuclear wastes, as well as Tartarus, and completely bypassing Clockworker territory. So, some benefit to that. As for... that was about where we left off. Pyre needs to relay the information that she learned, because that part of the conversation was in private. And that's where we left off.
Okay. So. What do from here?
Well, I think we're kind of still in the grove. We were resting, and that's where we pinned it, so Pyre is going to gather the key figures of the group and start talking to them about the situation. So, starts by motioning everyone over.
Ivory will come over.
Yep. I wrote those too.
Alright, so what's the plan?
Well, part of my deal that I made is for us to go to Tartarus to get the amulet that Dealmaker mentioned. But I got some pretty decent information, as well as the anti-radiation medallions out of it. The shadowy pony that's been following us around, that is called the Tantabus. Apparently, it is the soul of some pony named Luna. Apparently, this Luna is a dreamwalker, and Tantabus is kind of connected to that in some way. When I touched the Tantabus, what was it, about a week or two ago, I saw through Luna's eyes. She's in the possession of the FPC. Apparently she's also cursed. Don't entirely know if the FPC is behind that curse, but if the Tantabus and Luna were ever to reunite, both of them would die. Don't know entirely what all that's about, but Wouldn't be surprised if PC knows something about it.
Hold up. I don't remember saying anything about both of them dying if they reunite.
Yo, Sargus told us that. Or
There
told
was something
Pyre
about that.
Yeah, he told Pyre that.
I feel like there was a mistranslation somewhere, but I don't remember what exactly I said, so I'm going to just let you continue.
Alright. So, where we're headed, we'll likely have information on where she is if she isn't there. There should also be some information that'll get us up north past the mountains. Apparently there's a pass of some sort. And probably have that information in the computers of that place. But, like I said, gotta go get the amulet that Dealmaker wants. That's in Tartarus. But at least we'll bypass Clockmaker territory. That's about what I got.
Well, that's a lot. You said you just learned all of that? Whoa. I think I'm gonna need a minute. That's all. Wow. Everyone's being really quiet.
Well, I'm giving you your minute.
Yeah.
You started talking, so I gave you space.
You know, I've always been told to go to Tartarus, but I guess I'm finally going to go there.
Well, you've been there before, haven't you?
Maybe.
Second time for everything.
You have been there before.
Yes.
Do you need a reminder on why you were there last time?
Yes.
You were looking for Nasa's dad.
Oh yeah, I have been there. I was looking for a dead guy.
Well, suppose Tartarus be the place to look. I'm a bit concerned about why he would want this amulet. I mean, you don't go to the trouble of hiding something in, well, Tartarus without damn good reason.
Well, either it will have no bearing on us besides all the risks that we must take to retrieve it, or it will be absolutely terrible, and your deal has doomed us all.
Could go either way. But it comes down to, end of the world stuff. She kind of looks kind of concerned and frustrated. I said don't break the deal, but it's like sake of the world. Hell, I'd stay in Tartarus if that's what it takes.
The world's already over. Either it finishes ending, or we make things better.
Well, considering it's technically already ended once, okay, make it a second time. But, well, either way, I have to go through there.
Well, good luck with that.
You not coming?
I mean, I don't know. Are we all going to go do this? Cause like that
Well-
doesn't seem like the best place to be going right now.
It's not the most suicidal thing I've done, and because of that, I'm in.
Doc has such low standards.
As long as it is less suicidal than something he has survived in the past, it'll be fine.
I'd rather survive. I'm not so sure about this.
Nonsense. You survived Tartarus once, you can survive it again. No, wait, you haven't survived it the first time yet. Okay, for you it might be a little bit iffy.
Yeah, I'd rather not. That doesn't seem like the. I don't even get what the point of that is. It's like, okay, we understand what the Tantabus is now, but that doesn't help us.
Well, you see, my young emerald. A deal was made and a deal must be upheld, because the person who made the deal travels with us, and as such, if a debt is collected, then it will be bad for all of us.
I guess so. Alright. You got, I'm in too, I guess.
Have you ever had your friend get shot, but then the person who shot your friend was already shot, so then you shot that guy's friend? It's kind of like that, except we're the friends, and after he gets shot, we're gonna be next.
No, I have never done that.
What, have you never left your camp?
So, Doc, I'm going to tell you that since you have dealt with him before and have gotten sucked into one of his deals, he also has a tendency to like associate everybody in the group into all deals.
That's really what I'm describing, guilty by association. Ivory already gonna get shot. But because Ivory's already shot and killed, the only other people for him to shoot is the rest of us.
Well, this is certainly a situation.
Now, Emerald, the only question I have to ask you is, are you committing treason?
Treason? What? Why would I be committing treason?
Well, Emerald, you're either with us on our way to Tartarus, or you are a liability.
I'm not gonna stop you, at least.
Oh, good, so you're coming along. I'm glad that's this side.
I'm not so sure about that. Ask me again when we get there.
So you are committing treason.
Treason against who?
Well, my fellow Acorns, we are here as Emerald sits before us, committing treason. What punishment shall we bestow? With this being the first
I feel like
offense,
this would be
I suggest we take the tongue.
Are you? Are you saying you're gonna take my tongue because you're committing treason?
No, you are the one committing treason here. I can't believe you would betray the group like this, Emerald. I had higher hopes for you.
Emerald is just dumbfounded and has no idea what's going on anymore. So he's just gonna like look around with like his mouth agape.
Crazy Joe is sucking on a grenade.
Yeah, that's crazy, Joe.
I'm-
He's not gonna help.
yeah. Ivory's gonna walk up. I feel like this conversation has gone a little bit too far the route of chaos. So let's reel it back for a moment and just plan a voyage instead of taking tongues. If you really wish to apply some kind of consequence to Emerald, simply have him attend more of my lessons or whatnot.
I already attend them the most out of everyone, well, except these two. I put at
Shush.
Copper and
Shush, I'm using his prejudice as a way to convert people. I mean, have people attend my sermons.
Shady much?
If you're calling that shady, I don't think you know Ivory that well.
Yes. Go to church or go to jail? Choose.
One has free food, the other has free food. Make your choice.
You also have the option to follow us into Tartarus.
Why?
By then he'll be ragless.
Why am I with this group? Like, there's so many other. Why with this group?
I ask myself the same thing every day.
So, you guys ready to get moving now?
Yes, now that the treason has been handled.
Roll your survival and perceptions.
Cold.
I believe I will be supporting. That's survival.
Give me that +1.
Oh.
Damn.
And perception.
Damn, we both failed it. I mean, it's okay. Ivory knows how to get out of the forest, though. He just closes his eyes and starts walking and just disappears.
So, the elk actually helps you guys get out of the forest without too much trouble. But on your travels, rather than heading straight for the nuclear waste, you end up heading for Cloudsdale. Cloudsdale is
Still
currently floating up ahead.
I feel like we may have gone a little bit south. That's fine.
I don't mind doing a quick supply trip, but I would like to know ahead of time.
Yeah.
It's a supply trip that Doc can't make it up to.
Yeah. I mean, if you intend to grow wings and fly up there, be my guest, because I'm not going up there.
Then why are you taking us here?
We're still on the ground, aren't we?
Yes.
And this is still in a easterly direction?
It is.
Then don't worry about it.
Okay. You guys making camp?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do your camp rolls. Camp making rolls, I should say.
That would start with Ivory, I think.
Choose two.
Success.
What camo?
Yeah, the the same ones we go with every time. That's just gonna be my default. Ivory is not
MO.
a fan of comfort. Okay, there you go. It took a minute. Made it by 1.
And made it by 5.
And then, how are you wording your watches?
Ivory is last, like always.
I think we're probably gonna, if we follow the same path, I'll be taking third watch.
Doc's doing second to last.
One needs to make the beans and bacon.
Emerald, you taking first again?
Yep. I'm going ahead and roll.
And then we'll just squeeze Ice into second. Okay.
I don't think our schedule has changed.
So, as you are settling down, I believe you guys have run into the storyteller before, but she shows up out of nowhere as usual. Get the nighttime sounds going.
I don't think Pyre has met them.
Fire would know who they are.
Okay, but would know who they are.
Yes, you're a spawn hunter. If you didn't know who the storyteller was, then you would be.
I wouldn't be a very good spawn hunter.
Yeah. Kind of like that demo man thing. If I was a bad one, I'd be dead. See. So. For Nez, as she just kind of does what she usually does. She walks into camp and starts using your campfire to make tea.
Alright. I guess I say hello. I'm a little confused, but yeah. I guess I just introduced myself. I don't remember if I met the storyteller before.
You did. Last time she was looking for Doc.
Right.
Who isn't these days?
I mean, how many ponies do you know have died and come back to life?
Okay, fair point.
And lost her medical license.
Can you even get him? Oh, you're right, yeah. You actually have that. Or had it.
Cat.
Okay, so. She acknowledges you. And then, like, looks at the rest of your sleeping companions and asks if, you mind, waking them up for her. She's got a story for you guys.
Okay. Like, it can't wait? Like, it has to be right now?
She nods her head and says she's not planning to come back anytime soon.
Okay. I guess I wake everybody up.
Ivory begrudgingly gets up.
Pyre sees the story maker, kind of freezes for a moment, and then kind of shrugs. At this point, I'm not even surprised anymore.
Yeah.
Really?
Just keep showing up.
This couldn't have waited until morning.
She said no.
what is it with magical entities and being so pompous and demanding? I swear, magic gives people some sort of god complex.
Pot, make kettle.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I've earned my reputation.
The storyteller says, "And I mine."
But just because you're impressive to some folks, don't mean you're impressive to all folks. Well, I appreciate your tea, mostly just show up, wake us all up in the middle of the night. You have any idea how this is going to affect travel plans? Poor Kaz is going to sit there and make an even worse breakfast than usual now.
She just kind of shrugs. You can tell that she doesn't really care about your breakfast.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. All you magic, and then Doc just goes on like a tirade.
Ivory, like, sitting there like half asleep, will raise a hoof as if to start to join, and then just immediately put it back down and just be like, I'm too tired for this.
You guys act like she woke you up during like the middle of the night. This is first watch.
Yeah, she woke
Ivory is
us
a deep
up like
sleeper until he isn't.
an hour after we fell asleep.
It is the indignation of being woken up or woken up at all.
Yeah, maybe we should all stop bitching and start listening.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
So, for well, I guess for everybody because everybody should mostly know this by now. When she tells her stories, they're normally thinly veiled on like what the meaning behind it is. But she does usually tell stories that's poignant to something that you guys need, because that's just the way she is. But as she starts her story, she tells you guys about she just calls him a prince who during a great war finds himself a lover, and when she describes the lover and this prince, they come together due to a kind of communal like misery rather than anything else, through the loss of friends and family. And then the opposite side of the war, one of the commanding generals kidnaps her, drugging her into an eternal sleep, and tries to use her to capture him. It fails, and then she ends that story with saying that the story has not reached its conclusion yet, before immediately launching into a second one. Now, the second one, she starts describing a snake that slithers into someone else's home. The snake starts whispering promises of great things to the residents of this home. But every time one of them takes him up on one of his whispered promises, it goes horribly wrong. She then describes a couple of instances of how it went horribly wrong. Doc, roll your intelligence for me. One of them sounds very familiar, but you're not able to quite place a hoof on how familiar it is.
Maybe if I had some proper sleep, I'd be able to concentrate better.
But she wraps up that story with basically saying something to the effect of, careful what you wish for, before doing her usual thing of walking off into the darkness and disappearing. Very impromptuly. What do?
Alright, good night, everyone.
It's about what I expected from Doc.
Well, shit. I've gotta wonder who that prince might be. Before she kinda goes off to sleep.
I kind of wonder who that might be, but not enough to stay awake.
Look, sometimes it's the time to care, and sometimes it's the time to care in the morning.
No, I get it. I just find it funny. I'm assuming everybody goes back to bed?
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's your watch. Okay. So, other than that, your watch passes uneventfully. Nez?
I guess, during one of my, games of Connect 4 with the Tantabus, I try and strike up a conversation, like, about, like, the things I heard about, like, it being called the Tantabus, and ask it about Luna. And then I assume it just stares at me in response, and I just shut up.
It does agree with, like, it nods that it's called the Tantabus, but,
Okay.
like, doesn't really respond to much else.
Okay. I think Ice was next. I'll go look them up.
Okay.
See if I can perceive today.
The answer is maybe. So, your watch is actually quite quiet, despite, you know, having been woken up halfway through somebody else's. Is there anything in particular you would like to do, or are you just going to wake up the next person?
Nope, I'll just wake up the next person.
Okay.
That would be me.
Okay. Again, everything seems to be fairly quiet.
In that case, Pyre wants to talk to the Tantabus. It is. Oh yeah, that's right. It is there. She kind of walks up and kind of. So, you're the Tantabus, and you're connected to Luna.
It nods.
Yeah, confirms that. And you're under the control of the FPC.
It gives kind of what could be described as a non-committal shrug.
Is that because of the curse?
It shakes its head.
Really? Oh. So, you want to be there?
It shakes its head.
Oh. Odd. Is there someone there that you want to be near?
It pauses for a moment and then nods.
That would explain the prince comment. Your lover?
It kind of gives you a look, then looks away. Roll intelligence for me.
Nope.
It's just acting really weird today, isn't it?
It's like out of character. I have a pretty good idea, but not in character.
Yep, you
Wow.
no clue.
Well, I suppose I made a deal with the devil to get this information, but I'm gonna make damn sure I can do whatever I can to help you. FPC bastards. She kind of, once again, kind of looks up to her. Well, you can walk dreams, huh?
It kind of gives a vague gesture that you're not entirely sure what it means by it.
So, kinda, sorta able to?
It nods.
Suppose that's probably to the limitations of your form.
It kind of wiggles its hoofs in a way that kind of says so-so.
Alright. Well, I still very much appreciate you taking care of Nebula's nightmares. She, given what happened to her, she needed that.
Tantabus nods.
Well, if there's anything you need, please let me know. Because, like I say, I want to help you. No one deserves to deal with what you're likely dealing with.
The Tantabus nods again.
Yeah, at that point, Pyre kind of like lifts her hoof up to, kind of, hoof bump. Can't give you a hug, but it was about the most I can do.
It obliges, though it is slightly hesitant at first.
Kind of cocks her head. Huh. Worried about something?
It pauses for an uncomfortably long moment before shaking its head.
If you say so. I suppose you have a good rest of your night.
Are you?
With that, she pretty much walks away and finishes her watch and wakes the next person.
That would be Ivory.
Ivory gets up and
Or not Ivory, my bad. Doc.
Doc.
I mixed you two up. Doc, you have been awoken.
Don't worry, it's easy to mistake one cynical asshole for another.
That we can't agree on.
You can't see shit, but goddamn, you can cook.
I'm also going to take this time to try to better teach Kaz how to cook. My newly acquired teaching skill. I also bought off Callus. But I'm still terrible at teaching. Or is it that Kaz is just still terrible at cooking?
Well, she is attempting to learn, but is kind of busy staring at the Tantabus and knocks in an entire bottle of some sort of seasoning of your choice.
Let's see what we can. Cloves. Damn it, Kaz! You poured in all the cloves!
She,
This will now have no other flavor but cloves. It is the most overpowering thing known to pwn.
she fishes out the now empty bottle and kind of like cleans it off and then half-heartedly offers it back to you.
Kaz, I want you to know that I am disappointed. That is all.
That seems to hit much more profoundly than your usual anger.
Oh no, teaching just made me better at insulting people and tearing down self-esteem.
So, as you were doing that, Nebula actually tries to inexplicably awake for whatever reason and greets you. Kind of.
It's unlike you.
Go ahead.
It's unlike you to be up this early.
She
Was
shakes
it the
her,
smell of cloves that woke you up?
she shakes her head and says, "Nightmares."
Well,
Were you told what happened
what happened to what?
to her?
No.
Yeah, you should probably ask either her or one of your companions what's up with that one. Just giving yourself context there. Anyways,
Nah, if it's important, she'll tell me.
but she asks if you mind if she goes ahead and eats something.
Oh, sure. Just give me about half an hour to make something that doesn't taste like cloves.
She chuckles and nods before trotting over to one side of the camp and kind of huddling down and waiting. Give me just a sec. I want to check.
Oh, Kaz, you can't be a cook and you can't be a medic. So, I guess you can either catch bullets, throw bullets, or catch firewood. Well, maybe. We'll see how you do in those three possibilities.
Would diagnosis be something that you could roll to, like, at a glance, realize something's going on with a patient without having to, like, consciously do it?
I mean, I'm not a psychologist, and Doc very much hates soft sciences.
Oh, so Doc doesn't like soft sciences.
So it's more like something's wrong with their brain, but I can't cut open their brain and fix it because, like, you know, the brain's gonna brain, and I can't make the brain not brain
Okay.
without making it sound like they can't do nothing no more.
Yes, that's kind of important.
Like, you need an arm put back together, like re-stitched from the blown apart tissue, like Omnipode. If you need someone to, like, hear about your problems and, like, give you some, like, sage advice on how to make your life better and have a more fulfilling life, I am not your Poe. Quite evidently by how Doc treats Kaz.
Okay. I just wanted to double check on that. But if it's not even something Doc would pick up on to begin with, then yeah. I also would, now that I realize that you were not filled in on that, I'm also going to point out that your entire group has been more, like, even the magic haters have been more friendly to her than usual, and Pyre has been downright overprotective. So I feel like Doc would have at least noticed something is up. I just forgot that you weren't here for that event. I will leave it to you on whether Doc would pursue further or not, either from her or her companions.
That's fine. Like I said, if it was important, someone would tell me.
They kind of did, but, like, it was Ivory, so you didn't actually get much information from him.
Yeah, Ivory's only relevant details.
Which, I guess the relevant details were Steeljaw was dead. Anyways.
Well, Ivory did mention something. He just didn't go into, like, deep detail.
Steeljaw is dead, he hurt Nebula, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he said something, but he didn't go into detail.
Yeah, the person who hurts Nebula is dead. What is Doc supposed to do? Shoot their corpse?
Pyre sure as hell was tempted.
But when you finish making something that does not taste strongly of cloves, she does come back over to eat while watching you do whatever you do.
Probably berate Kaz about trying to make everything taste like cloves.
I imagine while she's eating the clove flavored.
Yeah, I'm making that pot of clove flavored gook. That is her only source of nutrition until that is gone.
Which you made it for everybody that isn't a cultist, so.
Yeah, that's gonna last a while.
I just imagine this just like mortified unicorn in tears trying to choke down this clove flavored slime while Doc is just like just constantly berating her.
I think I blinked and I missed it. Is it like morning now and we're eating food?
No, Doc does
No, yeah.
breakfast for y'all while Ivory does breakfast for the cultists.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll wake up the last watch before I start like the whole half hour of making something edible.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ivory will get up, set up food, and attempt to do the little statues again. Damn. This is not
Somehow, some way, when you make your food, even your food tastes like clothes. In a very
He's
unpleasant way.
He's gonna blame the weird circumstance and the fact that they're in Arcanus territory on it. There's magic in the air.
And it tastes like cloves!
Magic tastes like cloves. Who would have guessed? Okay, I make one statue.
Nice.
Okay, I make 2 statues. How many can I make?
How many were you trying to make? Because I believe you were just... Didn't you just have one left?
I think he had
I?
2.
Yeah,
No, I
make
think you
the
did only
other
have
ones.
1 left. Yeah, you made Joe's and you made Coppertails.
Oh. He just gets into like a thing and he just makes an extra one. So Coppertail, Joe, Nebula, and then he'll make one for the Kazite.
The Kazite gives you like a wary but like appreciative look whenever you give her the trinket. Nebula does take the trinket with more appreciation than the Kazite, though.
Mhm.
Did you roll your perception?
I'm not. Should probably done
So
that.
as you were looking around camp, you do notice that it does appear that somebody was nearby at some point. Probably recently, based off of the fact that despite the fact that it is muddy outside, no water has accumulated in the hoof prints yet.
He'll kind of follow the tracks like with his eyes without going very far away from camp.
They appear to have circled camp at least once and then left.
Well, after everyone's had their food and stuff, we should not idle around here.
Tire Cox and Eyebrow. What's that?
Well, there were tracks, and they very suspiciously circled the camp once and then left.
Pyre goes to check the tracks out.
Same thing I already told Ivory.
Well, can she at least try and find which direction it went off in?
Towards Cloudsdale.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, probably best not stick around.
So,
Nameless, how do my followers appreciate the statues?
you already gave them to them. They were happy with them.
Oh. Man, I did not write down anything last session for some reason.
By the sounds of it, you were having a pretty shit day, so.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because I remember you said something about not having a great day and not wanting to talk about it, and then you spent most of the session not saying anything. So,
Wild.
but you guys ready to get back on the road, or you guys gonna do anything beforehand? Is Ivory gonna test his will again for the 8 millionth time?
Sure. For shits and giggles, Iron Will Ivory will test his will. Who could have guessed? Is it succeed?
Yeah, Pyre checks in with Nebula, see how she's doing.
What were you gonna say, Nez, before I say
BRB,
it?
1 second.
I want to check in with Doc. Just like a short thing, but like I'll let the Nebula thing happen first.
So, Nebula's looking a bit worn, haggard, tired. To be expected after what she went through. I will say that there's not really too terribly much right now that you're going to be able to actually do to assist that, given that you don't have experience necessarily, and 2, you're also not a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a therapist. Most of your problems are normally solved with a bullet.
Yeah. Well, still gonna check in regardless. She's still extremely overprotective at this point.
She is at least still breathing.
Hey, Doc. I know you make breakfast every day, and it's usually great, but today was kind of missing something. Like, maybe next time you could add a little cloves. I think that'd make it that much better.
Baxter, I'll murder you!
What did I just come back to?
So,
I think
Just
I've
happened. I had to step away for a second.
Emerald just tried to give cooking advice,
Oh,
but Doc is now out of clothes.
uh-huh. That's funny, because those have Ivory approach Gaslight as well to give cooking advice. Oh man. Ivory's going to see all this, walk up and I think you all need cooking advice.
Doc, not Doc, Joe actually lifts his head and says, "Why it tastes like cloves?"
You made the wrong one!
Joe looks at you and asks, "So you have the Cheerios?"
I fear
What?
in Ivory's eyes. No.
Like, Doc's anger at the clothes comment just entirely stops at 180 into confusion.
Doc,
Cheerio.
Doc, as Joe looks at you, he just stops. You can tell that there is barely any brain functioning happening behind those eyes, as he blinks one eye after the other, and just says, "Cheerio."
Ivory, take care of your
Single
phone.
brain cell. Not a single brain cell between those ears.
Coppertail, on the other hand, is currently looking at his meal with a mouthful, with just the biggest look of disappointment.
Once we're out of this territory, it should taste better. I believe it's that remnant taint in the air.
Wait a second. Did cows hand off her food?
No, but I do believe enough cloves were shot into the air to affect my cooking as well.
Well, when we
Mine
get the check.
also happened to taste like cloves.
I think Crazy just ate the wrong one.
He probably had a nibble while no one was watching him.
They want to know why they ate this food instead of that food, so they tried that food, and you're like, oh, it's because it's bad. Piece of clothes.
It's like, well, this one is just more clothes. This one is just less clothes, but it's still clothes. There's no winning here, it's just clothes.
It's clothes all the way down.
You can just see it's like a big clump of them just floating in the middle.
Sees clothes, or sees food, looks in it, it's just clothes. Nothing but clothes. Why?
What are you making? Cloves. What kind of cloves? Clove soup. What's in it? Cloves. Let's taste of cloves.
You see, boy, we got clothes, we got clove soup, we got fried cloves, we got stirred cloves, we got stir-fried cloves.
So
Deep fried
Have
cloves.
anything without cloves? No.
We have water. Flavored with
Deep
cloves.
fried clove stems.
We got clove tea.
So we're going to have a quick break. I'm gonna take the dog out, and then we'll get back to this. While
Alright.
we are doing that, I am going to throw up some music for everybody, and we will be back in just a minute.
Remember to eat your deep fried cloves.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is told. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown. We'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. everything we know.
Okay, I return.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Who are we missing?
Moon's muted.
We're missing the cloves.
Okay, he's back.
Missing the clothes.
Is Ice here?
Yep.
Nez?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
If you're not here, say something.
Something.
We got way out of fiction.
Okay.
I'm back. I got more clothes.
Oh, good. You ran out.
Oh, really? I couldn't have guessed.
Or, let's go ahead and... Here's a recipe for brownie. Okay.
Check the last line.
Enjoy the brownies and the lack of cloves. Actually, aren't there like like a cookie or brownie recipe that they put cloves in?
I talked about that one.
Probably.
Anyways, to continue, you guys have anything you want to do before you could do travel?
Can't think of anything.
Let's see. So I don't have I need to like make a random encounters table, but I don't have that right now. So do you guys want to do, I'd say this is probably going to be what, 8 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about 11 days worth of travel.
Yeah, just to get to the nuclear wastes.
Do you guys want to do a bit of a time skip for that?
Fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're
I'm fine with that.
gonna give that downtime rules. So you guys can like pick things that you were doing along the way that you can, I'll say, invest points into extra. So
I would teach cows how to cook.
What?
Wait, that's the wrong one.
I
passed
suppose I
both.
could. So there's that. I suppose Fire would want to try and improve her writing and drawing. Probably more on drawing than writing.
Ivory can help with writing.
If
Okay.
Pyre lets Emerald get close, he's gonna ask Nebula about magic stuff, and I'm just gonna try and learn magic stuff. Like, not the cast, but just like in general knowledge.
You get a suspicious look, but that's about it.
I don't know why you're giving Emerald of all people suspicious looks.
Well, remember the overprotective part.
For Emerald,
Yeah.
you get thaumaturgy at not the base, but one up from it.
Okay, yay.
So whatever the next level you get it at, that's you now have. It is thaumaturgy, not thaumatology, right?
I have not found it on the skills yet. So I'll just note that down that I have it at +1. Or from base. And I'll look up whichever it's spelled.
Yeah,
later.
because you cannot learn Majory just by default.
Yeah, you not only can you not learn it, but like I specifically can't. Actually, I could learn Majory technically, but I wouldn't be able to do anything with it.
I mean, normally you'd be able to learn Majory, but not in your case.
I mean, like, you can't learn Majory in general. That's just something that's, like, on your character to begin with.
I'm pretty sure there's ways to acquire it.
I don't think you're
Probably by
supposed to be
like
able
a
to.
master or something.
Whichever ways make sense for wherever the setting is.
Yeah, I thought
Majory
so.
Majory is just like being, Majory is like being, like, naturally gifted. It's not something you can really teach.
Or it's underlying attunement to mana, or it's your cultivated connection to be able to manipulate it, or whatever the section or the setting like decides to use it for.
Yeah. There's uses for Majory outside of spellcasting, but yeah, I don't think I need Majory.
Yeah, no. You're getting whatever it starts out with Thaw. That's what I remember.
Thaumatology?
Magic knowledge. Got it.
It is thaumatology?
Yeah, thaumatology.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if it was thaumaturgy or thaumatology.
Thaumaturgy is the practice of.
Okay.
Ology is the study of.
Yeah.
Thank you for clearing that up. Okay, so
And like I said, pyre practices are drawing as they go.
Ivory will fix Coppertail's pistol. He's also teaching Coppertail literacy.
so you'll need to roll for both of those.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You are able to fix the pistol.
And teaching.
He is now literate enough to write his name and realize what he has written.
And then if the Kazite and Doc will allow, Ivory will attempt to aid in teaching the Kazite cooking, because he doesn't want to eat clove stew again.
You are welcome to help. Kaz gonna say this. Kaz, you will learn. Or you will continue to eat cloves until we part ways. You understand?
See. Ivory's cooking skill is 14, and Doc's is 13. Now has a cooking skill of 12.
Nice.
There we go.
Better. Oh. Right. Ivory's gonna keep doing his little sermon, so I guess I should roll propaganda. Yeah!
Ouch!
Goodbye,
Alright,
Coppertail. It was nice knowing you.
I'm re-rolling that.
You
Good
have.
point. I'm re-rolling that.
Okay.
That's your one.
Alright.
So, I am still going to say that you're one failure away from losing Coppertail at this point.
Yeah.
especially with you guys going into the nuclear wastes.
Yeah.
So, any failure on your point, whether it be propaganda or food related, especially food related, will scare off
Yeah.
your last follower that is not Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe has just decided he lives here now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not entirely sure how, but he lives underneath Doc's wagon. Even when it is moving.
I don't know if I feel safer or more in danger.
Considering
Good
that he
question.
seems to acquire explosives by just osmosis, yeah, I don't know how you should feel about that either.
Guys, I think Crazy Joe might be magical, and none of us, even him, knew it.
I don't quite like that thought, so I'm going to ignore it.
You know, I just had a thought. Next time we go bartering, we should try selling some of Crazy Joe's grenades. He'll just get more anyway.
So, you guys have arrived at the edge of the nuclear waste. Tartarus is somewhere over in this area. So it will still be a couple days of travel.
Everyone put your amulets on.
Ooh. Mine's green. I like that.
So when you put the amulets on, there's kind of an odd blanketing sensation, like something has been put over the top of you.
Does mine work?
As far as you can tell, you don't feel the same sensation everybody else does, but as far as you can tell, it's working.
Should I roll my new pharmacology?
Hold off on that thought for a minute. Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to do anything for the downtime for the travel?
Practice shooting, but it's 4 character points until the next level for him.
Roll your skill at a -4.
Okie dokie. Shooty shoot.
You can go ahead and boost it up to the next level.
Okie dokie.
What should I do with drawing?
You were practicing drawing?
Yeah.
How many points to the next level?
I think 1. If that's what the points column is.
No, points, it's just how many points you have in that skill at the moment.
I currently have 8, I think.
Yes, and if you increment it up to the next level, how many points does it take to do that?
Which skill is it?
Drawing.
It should be 4.
Yeah, I believe it was the same level as mine.
Okay.
So, drawing -4.
Alright. Probably not gonna make it, but shits and giggles.
Would Ivory get anything like that
Nope.
for his teaching or whatnot? From experience or not yet?
For you spent most of your time teaching other people, so that is what you spent your time doing.
Yeah, he has the teaching skills, so would he...
Yes, but you taught
Or
2
what's
different
that?
people. No, not necessarily.
Okay. What about propaganda?
You didn't have time to train those skills. You were just using them.
Okay.
They are treated differently.
Okay, fair enough.
If you spend all of your time teaching someone or propagandizing to someone, you don't have time to do the necessary things to learn more things about it. You only had 11 days.
Okay.
The two that tried to learn new skills,
Didn't. Or at least this
Well-
one didn't.
train or learn new skills, that's all the time they spent on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, give me just a second. I actually moved some music around, so we're gonna. See. No, not that one. So, you guys have arrived at the waste. The place has an eerie quality to it. Everything is kind of tinted with colors that are unpleasant to have to look through, but you guys don't really have a choice. You can tell there's things living in this area, but that's only like because you can see movement in the somewhat foggy distance. This got suddenly very dramatic for no reason. Do we have one?
Stuns out guns.
Hopefully this one doesn't get overly dramatic for no reason. But as you guys are traveling, I need everybody to roll your survival and perceptions.
My survival is to boost. I successfully boost.
What?
My sheet
Okay.
broke.
Your sheet broke?
What did you
Yeah, like I can't exit editing.
Have you tried hitting tap sheet?
Click what?
It might be full view.
Yeah, it's normally full view, but it's not doing anything. Like, it's just blinking my name in the corner of the screen.
Try refreshing.
Okay. Well, I'll just roll some dice. Oh, they didn't roll. Yeah,
Oh.
I need to refresh this.
I also just noticed that either you left quickly enough that I only saw you join, or it decided that you weren't in the VTT anymore.
It's quite possibly the latter.
There we go.
Also, Nez, roll your new skill.
Okay. Well, that's actually on my sheet now, so... Wait. Fuck, it didn't save. Skill level 8. I passed by 2.
So,
2, passed by 2.
so when you've got very limited knowledge right now, so you are fairly certain that your amulet is in fact working, but you may have a little bit more trouble than some of the others. Whereas the magical radiation, if it's not too overpowering, shouldn't be too much of an issue for what you have as a condition. the issue that you may run into is with the mundane radiation. It might, if you spend too much time in one place, leak through. And it's very difficult to tell which is which.
Okay. That's not fun.
I really need to get more, like, music that's good for this campaign.
Oh, you see, that's why I don't stream. I gotta worry about copyright.
Just steal the Fallout soundtrack.
Yeah, but I don't feel like getting this copyright struck. Or having Twitch mute most of it.
You don't have to worry about that for ambient music, as long as, you know, we're talking and we talk a lot.
You'd be surprised on YouTube. I may look into.
Oh, I know, because I used it in my thing. The main theme will get you, but not the random ambient music.
Yeah, but you gotta be doubly careful with the new Fallout TV show. That might have rekindled their copyright bitterness.
So
Copyright is actually really weird, and it actually only applies to specific areas. So I feel like video game, I don't know.
it
Look,
really.
it's YouTube.
Video game musics are under copyright.
Yeah.
It's also YouTube, so they're gonna err on the side of protecting themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Err on the side of protecting themselves and the interests of the corporations.
Well, protecting themselves is protecting the corporation's interests, because if YouTube hosts too much copyrighted music, then they can have a class action lawsuit slapped against them.
This is true. This is why if you go through one of my recent VODs on Twitch, there's an entire middle section of it that is just muted because of I decided to play the Guitar Hero thing on Fortnite.
How could you?
Oh, yeah.
Anywho, we're gonna just stick with the previous order on watch just to make things easier, unless somebody really wants to switch their spot.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do see things moving around outside the light of your campfire, but much like the Tantabus, whatever they are, they don't seem to want to get too close to the light.
Yeah. I keep an eye on it, but say nothing. They just stay there, like, the whole time?
They're constantly moving around, but they do avoid your camp as of right now.
Okay, wake up Rapid Chatter, point them out, and then go to bed.
Okay, first thing I do on my watch is I'm gonna wake up Doc and see if he knows what that is.
Yeah. It's just monsters, just saying the light.
Okie dokie. Then I will do my watch.
You know, he's not wrong. And I don't even know if he remembers or not. I'm erring on he doesn't remember at all, but he's just flying by the seat of his pants.
Doc never stopped flying by the seat of his pants. He's just slightly more sane now when he does it.
Okay. So, Rapid, you do see the the things at the edge of the firelight. But like I said before, they don't really approach.
Okay, I'll wake up the next person and tell them to not step out of the light.
Pyre nods and goes to her watch.
You are just entirely absorbed in sitting next to Nebula, watching the blobby things in the darkness move around. The overprotectiveness is starting to get to be a bit of a hazard for you.
Guess I just go up, wake up next watch, give a similar warning.
Which is Doc.
Yeah, it's just monsters. I'll sit like.
Doc, go ahead and roll your perception. So, Doc, while you were doing your watch, are you going to be cooking as well?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that.
Now that clothes no longer exist in our spice chest, I don't have to worry about it.
Now, roll that on a -1, because that's your Kazite skill. Because I'm assuming you're having her cook again.
I'm having her cook her food.
Yes, but she still needs to roll the skill.
Yeah.
For the first time since you have had her in the party, she has made a decent meal.
God, Tots. This is almost edible.
So as you were cooking and keeping watch, you hear an oddly familiar voice from outside the ring of light. Roll me a hearing perception. Good God, you are just not rolling good right now.
I'm just too distracted by the fact that Kaz made something that other people can eat. Well, other clones can eat.
So you're not able to hear what's being said, but you do recognize the voice. It's a voice you haven't heard in a very, very long time. In fact, the last time you heard it, you were having to finish her off before she killed anybody else. Do you remember your backstory? I should ask this question.
Okay. This my mental traumatic ghost of my sister.
Like I said, you cannot hear what's being said, but you know it's her voice. What do?
I'm going to ignore its entire existence.
Okay. Well, when you are done doing whatever you need to do, don't forget to wake up the next watch.
I wake up the next watch.
I assume that's me?
Yes, you are last watch.
What?
Okay.
What do I see?
You actually get it finally as the sun is starting to creep over the horizon. You get a good look at some of the things that are out there because they're closer than they have been. It looks like somebody took a pile of pony corpses, melted them together, gave them life and sentience again, and they are currently staring into your camp. It is probably one of the most horrific things you have seen to date.
Ivory is violently disgusted and is currently fighting the urge to just put that thing down.
You
I
also
would will for it, but we know how that's going to end.
You also know that not only are these creatures asymmetrical, none of them are anywhere near like uniform in their shape. Each and every one of them has extra limbs, eyes, mouths, heads, you name it. As they just kind of heave themselves around the camp. As the sun is coming up, they start to retreat, though.
Good. Get out of my sight. Who make breakfast for his followers and those who are a part of his.
I find it
little
funny,
ceremonies.
like, how close to, like, losing Coppertail you stay.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll have some loyalty patrols later.
So I'm gonna have everybody roll everything for travel real quick.
Level boost, which I made. Perception.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, as you guys travel, you finally make it to what appears to be a massive stone gate. Doc, you recognize it as the gates of Tartarus. Everybody else, you're pretty sure that's what it is. The thing that is most alarming about it, besides the wave of green fire that has spilled out of these now open gates, is the fact that there appears to be an unexploded bomb just sitting in it. Who knows how long it's been here? And you know Doc's been through here, so it's presumably safe?
Yes, I know what a bomb is.
But this is probably one of the biggest nuclear devices that you guys have ever witnessed that has been intact. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead. Or what were you going to say, Doc?
Okay, some ground rules. Don't get separated, don't make deals. If you don't see someone for a while, they suddenly appear, don't trust them. What else? Also, don't hit the bomb with a stick. I know it's tempting. I was very tempted to do it myself my first time here. But if I can fight the urge to do so, then so can you.
I'm also going to tell you to
Okay, so sticks are out, but what about a brick?
remind them not to fall off the walkway.
Oh yeah, and stay on the beaten path. If you fall off the path, then you're not really my problem at that point.
Nice knowing you. Now, we're going to go ahead and put a pin in it for the day. We're running up on just about 2 hours. We're at almost a minute 45, or an hour 45 minutes. For those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. If you are interested in seeing me do my game streams that are not like video game streams, then make sure you check out the Twitch channel. There should be links to that everywhere that you can find me. There's also the Discord where you can chat with both players and community members and myself. don't forget to also check out the links for the Patreon if you want to show further support to the channel. There's also Twitch subs and YouTube memberships as well. If you hit the Patreon up and subscribe to the Patreon at the $10 tier and up, I will shout out your name at the end of videos. Big thank you to my priest tier patrons, Cameo Shatterness, Ice Crystal, Scarmex, and Trailblazer. And then, other than that, we will be back here tomorrow for the Heart of Darkness campaign at the usual time. Other than that, everybody have a great afternoon, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.